Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this replay review of Mr. Lowko. So Mr. Lowko is a big StarCraft 2 streamer, content creator, and he's actually very good at StarCraft 2. So I'm very curious to see is his skill, RTS skill, going to transfer quickly to Warcraft 3. And it's important because he got invited by Mr. Grabby to Grabby streamer Invitational, and Mr. Lowko decided to play Night Elf. He was experimenting a little bit with the human, maybe because his Twitch chat was spamming, hey, play human, human is broken, but no, he decided to stick with the Night Elf, and I was actually surprised that he dropped to 700 MMR at start, but now he's on over 1000, I found, close to 1000, so he's getting better and better quickly. So I'm here, ladies and gentlemen, to... Oh, no, why we have Wisp here? No, the build order is bad. Okay, it's 5. Okay, it's 5. Okay, why I thought it was 4? I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. But yes, the small details. The order of building is correct. The rally points are okay. It's fine. So this is a good opener. So I'm just going to check out how Mr. Lowko is playing. We are looking for big mistakes that he can, like, for example, improve, and it's going to benefit him. And he's playing in the Night Elf Mirror, and let's see what kind of strategy he has in the Night Elf Mirror. So he's opening with the Demon Hunter. In Night Elf Mirror, you can see Demon Hunter or Potom. There are two most popular choices on ladder on many MMR brackets, doesn't matter. Potom means aggression usually, and Demon Hunter is usually creeping, because Demon Hunter first, if your opponent is playing Demon Hunter, is going to lead you to the bear mirror. So when you expect Demon Hunter versus Demon Hunter, of course you go for creeping, but we don't need to expect this, we can confirm this, and I can see, ladies and gentlemen, that Mr. Lowko is still not scouting. I don't remember StarCraft 2 that much, but we need to scout, like with a probe. I think in StarCraft 2 we scout with probes, if we are like Protoss or something. So with Night Elf, the game design of Night Elf is to scout. And we scout the latest 18 supply. As we can see, Mr. Lowko has 21 supply and he's still not scouting. At least he's creeping very nicely, no deny. That's beautiful. So Ancient of War creeping, thumbs up. It's not looking bad. It's looking pretty okay. And yes, in this matchup, you don't run across the map. And he took Immolation blindly. You take Immolation blindly in Night Elf Mirror. What if he plays Warden or some Tavern hero? Like, you need to, like, I know that I said that it's either Potom or Demon Hunter, but why we have Immolation here? I mean, Immolation creeping is okay, but it's kinda high level, it's very high level. What is the idea? If you know how to creep very quickly on maps where it's good to creep with Immolation, what are the maps good for Immolation? Because it's a small AoE spell, right? You can do it on the maps when you can creep level 3 quickly by positioning your Demon Hunter in the middle of everything. Now another mistake, he's not healing before going out, because it will be a long time before he comes back to his base. And first thing first, you want to actually use the Moon Juice once during the night, because if you don't use Moon Juice at all, I mean, it's still early, but your moonwells can overflow, ladies and gentlemen. So this Immolation creeping I don't like, because it's like too high level. I mean, like for example Sonic and Ukrainian Night Elf, he's very good at this. The fact that your opponent has mana burn doesn't matter if you have no mana. If you constantly have no mana, he can't burn you, and you just creep faster. But remember that you then can't play mana burn, because you won't have any mana to burn him, right? So now we are a little bit in the middle, and yes, we are not using moonwells. So our Demon Hunter will be red HP after this camp, and then what? We are in the middle of the map and we need to pull back. Or maybe we are just going to creepjack, but ladies and gentlemen, can we really creepjack that good with the low HP Demon Hunter? So the fact that we did not use the moonwells is worrying to me. Our opponent didn't use the moonwells as well, so he just maybe creeped a little bit more efficient. But yes, at some point, as we can see, we are going back to the base, and it's a little bit too late. Shadow melt, but a plus for trying. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so the fact that we went for Immolation is that also we don't have the passive. So as we can see, it's a pure Night Elf Mirror. So when we attack versus each other, like with A move or something like that, our Demon Hunter is going to take more damage than his, so he's going to trade better. And again, we have zero clue what the opponent is doing. On higher MMR, on this very map, sometimes in Demon Hunter Mirror you expand. So I would like to confirm that there is no expansion here, and you need only one scouting wisp. That's it. I'm not telling you to make 7 scouting wisps and put them around the map. It's 1. And I like that Mr. Lowko knows this map, or maybe it was a coincidence, but I would creep exactly this camp. It's giving you big consumable, and Immolation is helping a little bit, but it's not also helping that much. But that overall is okay. Thank you for 100 bits, Mr. Old Tower. So that's fine. Let's see what this follow-up is going to be. So Mr. Lowko moved his Ancient of War into his base, which is a bad idea. It's very unlikely that opponent is going to lame us. I mean, if he knows his opponent, maybe he knows him, then, okay, plug the base. Usually we plug the base, close the base versus orcs that play Blade Master, because we don't want to get our lords cancelled. But in Night of Mirror, your Ancient of War should help you creeping, right? So after being done with Makrura, the Ancient of War should go here, and then to the shop, right? And Lowko is actually taking the middle, that's pretty good. The Wand of Mana Stealing is not that great, but that's fine. And we are rushing tier... No, Dryads! You can't rush bears like this, no!
Research finished.
Okay, first thing first, Dryads help you. 1, 2 Dryads that's what you need. But what is even more important than early Dryads is that if you make bears too early, they are going to be a liability. You don't want to invest into a unit that only casts healing and needs to immediately run back. And you may say, Saul, I really like this early rejuvenation. Trust me, if you go for Dryads, they help you to attack as well. So, okay, double Wisp Scout. Maybe that's why Mr. Lowko doesn't like to scout, because when he does, he's already losing his wisp kappa. It was unfortunate position, and yes, if you move 2 wisps together, they can die together. So if he wanted to scout, I would send only 1 wisp. And Force Aura, okay, good skill choice. Good skill choice, so yes, we are missing some Dryads, and yes, those Druid of the Close, they are not helping that much. But yes, soon there will be Bear Master, and it's going to be a little bit different, but yes, that's a tendency to like overmake bears. And yes, we have 1 full moonwell, so there was an overflow here, but it's a small thing, I do understand. I see this tendency of Mr. Lowko not using moon juice at all, and that's okay when now the bears are paying off, kinda. But yes, we can't really fight before Bear Master, and Bear Master takes some time. Mr. Lowko is now making wisps. I mean, okay, I would make like 1, because remember that after tier 3 is done, and when you are queuing Bear Master, you don't need more lumber, basically. A little bit for this Wellspring upgrade, and that's it. Okay, I like Roar. Creeping with 3 bears is... okay, as we can see, can we agree that we have too many bears here, basically? And look, they are getting a liability. Now you need to kill them because they take a lot of damage. Look at this! Even though we invested into the bears, like, we are kinda losing a lot of HP because we need to kill them. This camp is retargeting. So yes, and my idea is experiment with this. If you play Night Elf yourself and you skip the Dryad like that, especially versus Undead. If you play like this versus Undead, it's a very bad idea. This Night Elf is passive. We don't know if he expanded or not, because there is no scout, but Mr. Lowko is like going for the right units. Okay, so let's now talk a little bit about the items, because we have very tricky items. We have Healing Wards, which is an interesting item. So what? Okay, it's pure mass bears. We need 1 Dryad with this pool, or at least 2 Dryads with this pool. Why? We play versus Keeper most likely. Okay, Adept versus Master. Okay, Mr. Lowko, he's ahead, and ladies and gentlemen, Entangle is a defense, and Mr. Lowko with amazing Entangle, and he gets the bear. Very nice start. I think Mr. Lowko is winning this. Okay, I think he's winning this. We are chasing the Keeper. Okay, that's looking good. And what do we do now? And we don't have the items, right? There is no Orb of Venom, there is no Staff of Preservation. So what I would do now, to be honest, I would pull back, I would buy Staff of Teleportation with the Demon Hunter, I would stuff here, I would buy the items. In the meantime, I would creep the orange camp, and then I would go. But Mr. Lowko is like, Saul, this guy has late Bear Master, so I'm just going to push him. Okay, Mr. Lowko, that's a nice idea, I guess. And they are fighting. Level 3, you take a Force Aura on level 3, of course. I can't check this, and the Keeper, no! I mean, that's why we like to have one Dryad with Dispel, right? Because why we use Dispel? First thing first, on Dryads, we turn off the auto hit, auto Dispel. Can we morph one bear? Yes, we can morph the bear and reju. Morph the bear and reju. Like, when bear has around half mana, it's already... Reju is like 125 mana, so yes. Mr. Lowko is going to reju. I would rebuy the hero from the tavern, yes. That's most definitely. Okay, and we are going for +1. Still no Dispel. Still no Dispel. That's dangerous. We need Invul then. If we are not going for the Dispel, we need to have the Invul, and there is no Orb, there is no Staff of Preservation. So far, the fact that we make the shop, it's useless, and Mr. Lowko haven't used a single drop of Moon Juice. A single drop of Moon Juice. So if somebody would say, Saul, what do you think about the patch note that it's going to nerf moonwells to the grounds, so moonwells would have 0 moon juice? I mean, for Mr. Lowko in this game it would be fine, Kappa, because he's not using it anyway. Demon Hunter went in front, and as we can see, our opponent is a hero focuser, so yes, we need Invulls, we need Dryads, and we went back, and are we going to use some moon juice now? Or those moonwells are only for cosmetic reasons? No, they are not. That's perfect. We are using them. By the way, we need Wellspring upgrade soon. I mean, still, Mr. Lowko, okay, I like that he actually made those these 2 additional wisps, so 2 share. But yes, we need to go for the Wellspring. Wellspring gives +100 moon juice to the moonwell, and also what? Okay, we have overflow again. This moonwell is not regenerating. It's kind of important. Like when you play Night Elf, you need to think in the moon juice, terms, right? Who is like going to use the moon juice better? And this is a sad moonwell, right? This is a sad moonwell. It's like taking a bottle of water and a glass, and you fill glass to full, and you don't stop pulling the water, and it's like splitting around the place. And like, so you say, no, my glass is still full, but yes, but the water is dripping on the floor, on the carpet. It's not a good thing. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Lowko decided to push. Okay, so yes, he has good items now. He has good items. I hope we are going to see some usage of the healing wards. On high level, they usually sell the healing wards, I guess, if they are not creeping, because in the fights it's not that great. But on like until like 2,500 MMR, keep the healing wards. I like it. But remember, we are fighting in our opponent base. By the way, Mr. Lowko has 600 lumber now, so this is an idea that you can actually expand, because Mr. Lowko wants to finish the game, and our opponent, being a hero focuser, but he's never changed. And now we have a problem, because we don't have Force Aura. Okay, there is a bear with full mana in GNL form. We call it GNL because like the beginner mistake, and GNL is a league for beginners. Full mana bear dies here. Okay, I shouldn't laugh because, you know, I'm well known for making huge micro mistakes, but that wasn't good. Okay, and I like that our opponent is like entangling the worst unit he can, so the Demon Hunter basically, because the duration of entangle is reduced. But this attack by Mr. Lowko was unnecessary. This attack was unnecessary. And when Keeper dies like that, there's an issue. And this moonwell is still full. We have full moonwells! This is not how you play Night Elf. And now Mr. Lowko is realizing, maybe versus this entangle, I would like to have some Dispel, right? But remember, turn off the Dispel. And first thing first, we need to research the Dispel. And second thing, we need to turn it off, so Dryads are not wasting mana on Dispelling Roar. You Dispel 2 things. Entangle, it's the most important, and then Rejuvenation. Maybe you may say sometimes it's better to, if you have only one Dispel, is Dispel Reju on like Demon Hunter. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is the... And Mr. Lowko has 700 lumber now, so maybe actually making those wisps was the problem, but now it gives him the opportunity to expand, and top of the map is crap, so I will just compete over the red camp. I mean, maybe we can't even compete. Now, I don't know, but we need Invul. We need Invul Potion on high level, not even on high level, Invul Potion, so this item that you buy on the Goblin Merchant that protects you. Oh no, the Night Elf is here! We don't have Keeper, we don't have Invul, we are going to burn another TP. Do we have Dispel? Let's see about that. Is there something to Dispel? Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. We are just going back. The Keeper has enough mana. Okay, so, but we are not testing Dispel. Okay, I like that Mr. Lowko is put. Are we going to use this Moonwell? Okay, entire map, night passed, and the Moonwell still is unused. A sad story. We have 0 bears, yeah. I mean, we have 1 and 1. Okay, we are auto-dispelling, I think. So auto-dispelling the roar is a bad idea. Yes, we are auto-dispelling the roar. And remember, Mr. Lowko is learning, right? So you may say Saul, if he doesn't use auto-dispel, his dispel will like, you know, sometimes he won't use it. For example, now the most important dispel is on this Demon Hunter, and it's not happening because yes, it's not that easy to spot. But yes, okay, now we dispelled, but already we got a lot of HP on the red Demon Hunter. So yes, and Mr. Lowko with this attack was completely unnecessary. And yes, at least even though we are losing, I'm very happy that this Moonwell is empty now. This Moonwell deserved this. So not much Ancient of War creeping, missing the Dryads, and Invul on the Keeper. If you play versus Hero Focuser like that, you need to have the Invul. Mr. Lowko is proving that he has a decent micro, but yes, without the Invul, even good micro is not going to help him. He got the Demon Hunter. But yes, now his Demon Hunter dies. Mr. Lowko has level 3 Keeper. There is level 3 Keeper here with the Reju. And yes, Dispel with Wisps. Of course, it's not going to win the game, but it's about having good habits. And look at this Entangle. It takes forever because it's a high level Entangle. And yes, the Entangle is good. And Entangle on the hero is not that good. I know that it was Mr. Lowko Entangle, but yes, we need to dispel it. And our opponent didn't have dispel, so he is just pulling back. So yes, the Night Elf base is quite strong, but of course the trades were not that great for Mr. Lowko, and he's just behind. But yes, in situations like that, if you are a little bit lower MMR, make a risk, you know, risk it. Expand now. Maybe he won't find it. Maybe expand here because like he may come from the bottom. I don't know, you know, to attack our base. So so what we can do now? Nothing really. It's looking quite grim. But remember, your base is your friend. So and every game is to learn. Okay, I like that we are scouting. So now Mr. Lowko is like, okay, I have nothing else to do. Let's just scout. And we don't have Wellspring upgrade again, even though we have 1000 lumber. The longer the game goes, the more important Wellspring is, because then you have much more moon juice. And I do understand that during the day it's not as good. And okay, and we can click on the gold mine, 8,300. He got some gold. So this game is looking very rough. What I would do, 50 supply and attack his expo. So wait until you have 50 supply, buy the Invul, don't go there before Imba Hunter comes out. And try one more time, and if it doesn't work, just leave. What else we can do? I'm afraid nothing. Nothing else we can do, guys. But yes, it's looking okay. I still like those Immolation. Just, you know, why to complicate your life if you are just starting, right? When you get like to 1500 MMR and you are stuck, then you can try to add some super creative play with Immolation creeping on specific maps to like try to recreate the pro player. And that's perfect. We have this Wisp on this expansion, so we know that there is no expansion there, and this Wisp can stay this here forever. But yes, as we can see, ladies and gentlemen, and Lowko is doing the right thing, but he needs Invul. Let's see if I don't know if Invul is going to be available in the shop, hopefully. And ladies and gentlemen, let's see. Okay, we have the Invul potion, but from my experience, Keeper is the... Okay, he bought the healing potion. I like this as well. And remember, if he kills the Expo and teleports out, this is not that bad as well. Okay, Mr. Lowko, just kill the Expo and teleport out. We call it the rat mode. Okay, with the heal. Okay, now we need to teleport out immediately. The healing potion is not going to help us that much if we are surrounded by bears without Invul. So yes, as we can see, the hero focuser never changes. And Mr. Lowko wants to try this fancy hero focus. but without enough damage output is not that easy. I like that the healing ward stays here. Nobody cares about this healing ward, but healing ward... the keeper! Oh yes, we got level 6! Maybe level 6, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, if you practice, never give up. Riju, Demon Hunter, he can dispull under the Riju, under the Invul. Okay, and Demon Hunter is getting the Riju. Maybe in Demon Hunter we trust, but our opponent can just take away our mana. And then we have a problem. And ladies and gentlemen, yes. But Mr. Lowko, like, the mistakes that he made are very easy to change. Because instead of making bears early, he should make 1-2 Dryad, and then his life would be much easier. So ladies and gentlemen, I hope that Mr. Lowko is going to, like, you know, approach this a little bit different, because definitely potential is there, a little bit small tweaks with the strategy, and yes, expand scouting with the Wisp was we need to scout more with the Wisp. Okay, I said what I said. So yes, thank you for watching, guys, and as we can see, we ended with 1500 lumber, so maybe at the end of the day, making those 2 wisps after tier 3 was a mistake. As we can see, we don't want to die with 1500 lumber, and also remember that if it's mirror, you can expand like this guy did. We decided to attack into this base, and we kinda died. Why we did not expand ourselves, right, and hold our ground? So, thank you for watching, consider subbing to the YouTube video, and bye-bye.